Hello, I'm going to do the Leo energy reading, and this may or may not resonate with you. If it does, take the parts that do resonate. If it does not, leave the parts that do not resonate, as those may be meant for someone else. All right. The cards just want to come out for you. So what you may be struggling with is the Knight of Pentacles, the Three of Swords, and the Nine of Pentacles. I feel like you're having trouble moving on from some heartbreak or something that's let you down. Definitely you're struggling with the Three of Swords. You feel like you were stabbed, not literally, but you know, like you were hurt, like because the heart is stabbed with the knives, and you're having trouble moving on, like moving away from this. You're having trouble moving on from it because I feel like it was something that you felt was really, I feel like it was something that you weren't ready to move on from, or you felt that that was good for you. Like you felt it was a good situation or a good relationship or a good, like you felt that it was good, but it didn't work out, or you felt hurt by someone, like someone that you care about. It could be a friend, family member. It could be a situation at work, right? Sometimes we feel like we're going, we're going to get a raise, or we're going to get a bonus, or we're going to get that project or something, and we don't get it and it's given to someone else. So I feel like there's a situation that you felt, I feel like it hurts even more because you cared about it or you were happy about it. And those kind of situations are harder to move on from. If it's a situation that we've already given up on or we feel is not good for us, then it's easier to move on from that situation. But I feel like it was a situation that you felt positive about. All right, so what do you need to focus on? I'm going to move the camera just a little bit. There we go. Five of Wands, Six of Wands, and Eight of Cups. Yeah, that's pretty telling there. I feel like it's sort of rising above the situation and then moving on, but I also feel like if it's something that you feel you want to fight for, you have to make that decision on whether this is something that you want to fight for, if this is something that you want to work out, if you want to work through. And because I felt, when I saw this card, I feel like battling for it, right? Also, that could represent, is it causing you a lot of stress? Is it causing you a lot of contention? Is it causing you like a lot of arguments and a lot of back and forth going on? And I feel like the next step is, okay, I'm going to rise above the situation, right? You're going to rise above the situation and you're going to say, what is the best direction for me to go on, and then move on from the situation. I feel like you're not really sure where you're going to go from there, like you're not, but I feel like removing yourself from this Three of Swords energy is definitely something that helps you. Energies that want to come in for you, growth, like learning from the situation. I feel like maybe before maybe before you used to stay in this energy of this Five of Wands longer, and you were keeping yourself in that energy, but I feel like this time around you learned, okay, this is going to be short and sweet and quick, and I'm going to move on from it, and I'm going to move past it, because you realize that, hey, this isn't an energy that I need to be in, or that I want to be in, or that I should be in, or that is good for me. It also could be that if you decide to fight for this situation, that if it gets worked out and you have that compromise, that you realize that you shouldn't hold on to any of the negativity of it. It's like, you know, we have people and we have fights and we have arguments, and people let us down and we let people down, but it's important to resolve the situation, have that back and forth, work it out, and then move on, and not keep bringing it up or saving that situation as ammunition to throw back in somebody's face later. And I feel like that's what you have to make sure that you do here, is that you let go of that. Like if you work it out, then you completely work it out and you let it go, and you're like, okay, I wash my hands of it. And if you're still in this relationship, that you don't bring it back up in the future, because I feel like that's something that's very important for you. And that speaks with the Empress is learning and saying, okay, yeah, I know before I used to hang on to things and it's not good for you if you hold on to those things. It's only hurting you. It's not hurting the other person if you're holding on to that frustration and that negative energy. It's only hurting yourself. We have, I love it, the Magician with the infinity sign, which individual empowerment and everlasting love. And I feel like you realize how, because you're in control of what you hold on to, you're in control of how you handle the situation. You can control what you do. You can't control what the other person does. So I feel like this energy that wants to come in is for you to learn and for you to grow and for you to realize that you are in control of your actions and your feelings and what you hold on to and what you let go of. And I feel like that's a huge thing. Sometimes we don't realize that. Sometimes we give too much power to the situation or other people, and that we need to realize that we are in control. If we keep focusing on something, if we keep holding on to things, then like I said before, it only hurts ourselves. And also the sun. I love that. That sun energy wants to come in for you, that happiness, that positivity. Learning, right? If this is a situation that has bothered you and like you were holding on to this, I feel like this situation came up for you to see something, for a message is trying to get through to you, for you to learn and for you to grow and for you to realize, okay, I don't want to be in this energy. This isn't something that is good for me or important for me. Look at this. We have the King of Wands. So again, I feel like it's coming into your power and learning. I feel that the King of Wands is somebody who's very wise. He learns from situations. He looks at the past, he looks at the current, and looks towards the future and says, okay, that wasn't working for me, this is working for me, and this is how I can change things, because he's holding that wand. And I feel like that represents actions. It's not only seeing what worked and what didn't work, but it's also taking those actions to make sure that you don't repeat those things. Oh, I love it. Look at that. 9 of Cups. And then we have the High Priestess. I kind of always feel like you knew inside what it is that you needed to do, but I feel like maybe that kind of stubbornness or, that kind of getting in the last word, like I feel like that headstrongness, I feel like that was kind of getting in the way of you. Sometimes we have to kind of back away from a situation. It doesn't mean that we've lost the situation or we've given in. It says that we're looking out for ourselves and we're saying, you know what, I don't want to battle. I don't want to argue. I don't want to be in this energy, right? And I'm looking out for myself. And I know that the best thing for me is to rise above the situation and to not hold on to this energy and to move on. And I feel like you've always kind of known that. And I feel like now you're being more in tune with that. And you're having this 9 of Cups energy, which is that emotional fulfillment and feeling happy and feeling better, and say, hey, I'm so proud of myself from moving on from this 3 of Swords. And I'm so proud of myself for not getting stuck in this situation the way I used to be, and that this was a big learning lesson for you. I even have chills on the back of my arm right now, because I'm so excited for you that this is something that you've learned, right? And that's what life is it throws us these challenges and these curveballs and these things in our way to say, okay, are you going to learn from this, or you're not going to learn from this, right? Or do we have to have this, this repeated lesson over and over until you learn from it? Some people never do. Some people do quicker than others. We're all on our own paths, but I feel like this time around you get it, right? It clicks. It makes sense. All right, so let's get a numerology card. Okay, so we just had these cards. Just want to flip over. So let's go with those. We have creativity, number 3. We have financial discipline, number 48, and then we have timeout, number 37. This could have to do with finances. It could have to do with financial discipline. We have creativity. I feel like sometimes, like if you're letting go of this 3 of Swords, it's like it's opening up other areas and like to be more creative and be more in tune with yourself, right? And focusing on those things that make you happy and that you enjoy. We have time out. Maybe you need a time out, right? To step away, to really look at, hey, what's really going on here? What's really happening? Who's the one that, take that time up and say, what do I need to step away from? What do I need to look at? What do I need to focus on? What do I really need to see here, that this situation is causing me to look at something and to learn from something, and to really take that time out and say, okay, what's really going on here? All right, let's get a fortune reading card. We have Lion. Look at that. That's pretty funny because Leo is the Lion card. So we have harness the loyal and protective aura of the lion and charge ahead magnificently. Being confident in yourself, right? And being strong for yourself. Like I said, it's not about who wins or lose, and that walking away from a situation does not mean that you lose. It means that you're winning because you're looking out for yourself, and you're being strong, and you're being confident, and you're taking control of the situation. You're not letting this situation take control of you. All right, let's get a Star Dragons card. Sometimes we just don't realize how situations are controlling us. So this one fell out. We have tranquility, harmonious in action. And I feel like that goes with this timeout. So I feel like the cards are saying that you need a timeout. You need to step away from the situation and kind of process about what's really going on here. And what are you gaining from holding on to this Three of Swords energy, or holding on to these 8 cups here? What are you gaining from this, right? And just taking that time to process things. And then let's grab an animal oracle card. An animal, oh, that one kind of wanted to come out. Look at that. Rabbit spirit. Now is a lucky time. Now is a lucky time, because why do you want to repeat this energy? And this is the year of the rabbit. So, and it does represent a lucky time. And I feel like the signs are there to show you that this time around, you're going to rise above the situation. You're going to listen to that inner voice, and you're going to come out with this 9 of Cups, right? Stronger and better, and having learned and grown from this situation. All right, I feel like let's grab a Wisdom of the Oracle. If you're interested in any of the cards that I'm using, the links are down below. So we have the Wisdom, one turned over. Okay, fork in the road. All right, so we have fork in the road. The fork in the road could represent, okay, do I go on this path over here, right, that is heading towards the Empress, the Magician, and the Sun, and taking that time out and towards this energy here? Or do I go to this energy over here and I keep myself in this 3 of Swords and I keep myself in this 5 of Wands? The choice is totally yours. As I said before, you are in control of what you focus on, what you let go of, what you learn from a situation, how you can react, how you deal with a situation. So it's totally up to you. It's in your power and in your control. So I feel like you're sort of in that fork in the road as, do I follow my old patterns or do I move on from here? But it's totally up to you. All right. Thank you so much for watching. As always, stay positive, stay safe, and I will see you next time.